Hey guys, welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. My name is William Marsh, and we are introducing a new segment called the Midweek Sim Racing Update. So, in this segment, I am going to be going over quite a bit of what's going to be going on in the sim racing world, so you have a one-stop source for everything going on in sim racing. So, I'm going to be going for every Wednesday having a new release. So that's one thing you can be looking forward to, is your midweek news update. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, we have some news from Assetto Corsa, not only for the first party, but the third as well. Kuno Simulazione actually has released a couple new teasers for their Dream Pack downloadable content, which should be coming in the very near future. They have two new video teasers, one for the BMW M235i, and also the Nissan GT-R GT3 race car. These are two of the 10 cars that will be coming with this first paid DLC pack, which will also include the laser scan Nürburgring Nordschleife. Soon, it will be available for pre-order for a discounted price, which will let you know when that happens. Now, enough of some of the previews. Let's talk about some of the stuff you can drive right now in Assetto Corsa. The International Endurance Racing modding team has released the first car pack for their United Sports Car Championship mod. This new pack includes the Chevrolet Corvette Daytona prototype race car, as well as the Oreca FLM09 LMP challenge car. These two cars have been built from the ground up, and the Chevrolet has been completely redone on the model and physics. So these two are worth a look if you are into the racing series. Also, Formula Corsa Modding has released the Formula Fantasy 1 2015 mod. They have been known for releasing the GP2, or not GP2, and not Formula 1 mods, replicating the 2014 year. Now, this is a scratch-based version that is loosely based on the 2015 Formula 1 regulations, so it's similar to Ryza's Formula Extreme Racer. And last but not least for Assetto Corsa, we have United Racing Design releasing version 1.0 of their Chevrolet Corvette GTE race car. Or actually, it's the EGT to get past licensing restrictions. But they are working on this car as the free teaser for their EGT5 mod. So if you're interested in their version of GTE race cars, give the Corvette a try. The link will be below in the description. Next up, let's go talk Ryza Studios. They are a week away from releasing Game Stock Car Extreme and Game Formula Truck on the Steam digital distribution platform. So what that means is now users are going to be able to purchase Game Stock Car through Steam, and they will be able to use Steam to install the title rather than installing the multi-part system that they currently employ. So, what does that mean for current owners of Game Stock Car and Formula Truck? That means that Ryza is going to be instituting a utility that allows you to enter your purchase code, and Ryza will give you a Steam access code, so you can transfer your title over to Steam. As well as that, Ryza has given us a new preview for the 1.25 update of Game Stock Car Extreme. They are going to be adding the Metal Moro MR18 prototype car to the sim, which will mark their first-party prototype to be added to the title. This is a Spanish prototype that is running on a 4-cylinder engine. I believe it's turbocharged as well. So we will be able to test that in the next update. And a couple more things to be looking forward to in the 1.25 update is the dynamic tire model, which Ryza has coded from the ground up to simulate dirt pickup, and dynamic tire wear, including flat spots. So that is one example of how Ryza is truly pushing the envelope of the ISI Motor 2 engine. So that is definitely one of the things you will be looking forward to in what I like to call the best bang for the buck sim. Next up, we have a couple updates from Project Cars. With Project Cars only being a couple of months away from its release in March, we have a new trailer called Gentlemen, Start Your Engines. I have to say, this is one of the better looking trailers in my opinion, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was made by one such John Z, with his reputation for being the magic trailer guy. So I will definitely give this recommendation to watch the video. I'll provide a link in the description below, so you can give that a look as well. Another thing you might want to look forward to is the FPS comparison video that DigiProst has put up. Frame rate is a hotly debated topic in sim racing, saying should you go 30, 60, 84, 144, etc. But DigiProst did a comparison piece using Project Cars, running it at the Nürburgring with the Lotus 49. On the left side of the video, it is running at 30 frames per second. On the right side, it's running at 60. So if you are on the fence about the balance of performance versus power, you might want to give that a check. In my opinion, I feel the video is definitely smoother on the 60 frames per second side. However, I have received a couple comments from members of the community saying they didn't notice a difference. So chime in, let us know your thoughts on it. Next up, we have some exciting news for some NASCAR fans. Eutechnyx has been making the NASCAR racing titles since 2010, but now two of the executives, Tom Dusenbury and Ed Martin, have decided to create a new studio called DMI Interactive, and they have obtained the NASCAR license from Eutechnyx and will be making titles starting this year. Now, the two names, Ed and Tom, might not mean much to people. However, they do have an extensive history making racing titles, such as Papyrus's NASCAR Racing, Hasbro Interactive's NASCAR Heat, and EA's NASCAR Thunder Series. So, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the NASCAR license. So, let's hope for the best for all of our NASCAR fans. Next up, we have some interesting news for iRacing. iRacing has also been launched on Steam this week, where it has somewhat of a soft launch where new members can now purchase an iRacing membership through the Steam digital distribution platform. However, once you launch the title, it'll just boot up the Steam user page on your internet browser. So there isn't really much of an interface for Steam users to use iRacing as of right now. I don't know if that's in the pipeline or what. But honestly, I would recommend that anybody looking into getting into iRacing would actually purchase iRacing through the member site. The reason why I say that is, as of right now, Steam is going for $40 for a 6-month membership. However, on the iRacing member site, you can get a new membership for 50% off currently. So I would recommend anybody looking into iRacing purchase the membership from this site. Next up, we have a mod preview from rFactor 2. Lestrade has been working on the Porsche 917K, which is one of the most legendary Le Mans racers of this era, or of the historic era. So Lestrade is using the Houston G4 rFactor 2 car as a base, and he obtained a model of the car through a Blender repository. So he's using a Creative Commons license to develop the car, and judging from the previews, it is looking pretty awesome so far. So give the thread a look. I'll provide a link below. And now we're on to Race Room Racing Experience. So they have also made an interesting announcement that my home track will be coming to Race Room Racing Experience. Sonoma Raceway was recently announced and teased for Race Room Racing Experience, and that actually surprised me quite a bit because a lot of people know that Sim Raceway has a licensing agreement with Sonoma Raceway where their racing school is under the Sim Raceway moniker. So that's raising a couple eyebrows, myself included, wondering, is something going on with Sim Raceway that other titles are now getting the right to the Sonoma racetrack? So I want to hear your thoughts on that as well. Now we also have a new console announcement. We have the official announcement of Forza Motorsport 6. This was announced at the Detroit Auto Show alongside the announcement for the new Ford GT, which will be the cover car for Forza 6. Previously, in 2004, the previous Ford GT was actually used as the cover car for Gran Turismo 4. So it's interesting seeing the lineage of the Ford GT throughout video game history. But this also follows in suit with the tradition of Turn 10's make a Forza Motorsport title every 2 years, because Forza Motorsport 5 was released in 2013, and we'll be seeing Forza Motorsport 6 sometime later this year. Another interesting announcement we have is from SCS Software, who are the developers behind Euro Truck Simulator. They have announced that they will be converting their simulator to 64-bit. While that might not seem much under the hood, I think this will lead to greater expansion for the title, likely support for more traffic, maybe more advanced AI, and just better overall performance, which is a welcome addition, because at times on my mid-range system it did seem a little stuttery. Last but not least, we have a new WRC title coming. We have a cryptic announcement that will likely lead to the next WRC title being announced as early as tomorrow. The previous WRC titles were developed by Milestone, but now they have stopped making the title and Big Ben Studios has been taking over for them. So this will be interesting to see if there will be any changes to the format and the formula. So I want to hear your thoughts. Are you looking forward to another WRC title coming out for possibly this current generation of Sims? So this is a lot of what is going on in the world of sim racing for these past couple weeks. What are you most looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video and are wanting to keep track of following videos, press the subscribe button below and check out our site at www.simracingpaddock.com. Also, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, where I will be publishing our blogs so you can stay in the know on the latest in sim racing. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great rest of your day.